I do all my own socials.
But I'd be going into it anyway. He doesn't.
Just checking to see if there's any BRs kind of sliding into my DMs.
Yeah, I'd be checking out your DMs.
Yeah, I have them all deleted. You'd never see them.
I'd be like, is she a conversion now? Did she buy a ticket? There's no point fucking DMing her if she's not going to buy a ticket. Only DMs to the ticket buyers.
That brings us on nicely, lads. If you are interested in coming to my show, I'm on tour at the end of October, www.corneliuspatrickosullivan.com.
I'll allow him DM you.
Yeah, you DM away. DMs are allowed. No pics.
Dick pics.
Well, definitely no dick pics. I don't want any dick pics. Fanny pics?
It only make you jealous.
Hello and welcome to Conversations with Cornelius. I'm a comedian. This podcast is about my life, my wife, my likes and dislikes, hurling, football, movies, sex, drugs and rock and roll without the sex, drugs and rock and roll. There are going to be special guests and always regular contributors, but mostly it's going to be me and my main squeeze, the wife. So sit back, relax and enjoy Conversations with Cornelius. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Conversations with Cornelius. I'm your host, Cornelius Patrick O'Sullivan, and the crowd goes wild.
Easy, he doesn't need that much.
Yes. No. That's good. That's a good thing. It's a good thing. I haven't brought you onto the stage yet. I'm just doing the intro. This is the way it works. I know you think we're at home, you're half cut in your knickers and bra, and I'm in my underpants.
Sorry, what?
Sorry, I know that's how we used to do podcasts, but it's professional now, so...
Times have changed.
Times have changed, you know. You're not pumping breast milk. You're here now you're pumping out information to the masses. Are you up with that?
Okay, this is taking a turn and we're not even on for like 5 seconds.
5 seconds. So the intro, you probably won't jump in front of me, I'd say, in future, will you?
Continue with your intro.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Conversations with Cornelius. I'm your host, Cornelius Patrick O'Sullivan. Today's episode is going to be a humdinger, at least we hope it is. I've had an unbelievable busy week since I was last with you. I've been above in North County Antrim, in Cushendall, doing a work in progress for my brand new show, Pull Hard, which is on sale now, www.corneliuspatrickosullivan.com. And then I was in Wexford with Chris on Saturday, and then on Sunday I went to a match, filming a match, Charleville versus Middleton, knockout game, high tension, and I made a huge mistake. I brought my 8-year-old autistic boy to the game and I lost him a few times.
As you do.
As what happens, you know. But yeah, found him anyway, so that's the main thing. Thanks, that's the main thing. Phew. But I will be, and I think we're going to talk about that in a minute, but I'll be slow to bring him to matches going forward unless I have a steward with me to mind him, because especially when you're working, you know.
Yeah. That happens sometimes though. You do something like that and then you go, we won't do that again for a while. And then you forget and you do it again.
And then you just do it. You're just like, will you take him? And I'd be like, all right, okay. Yeah. Because it's hard. It's hard minding the both of them at the same time by yourself, you know? That's just parenthood, I suppose, isn't it?
Tis.
Will I bring you onto the stage?
I suppose.
I think I've given people now kind of a quick synopsis of my week since I was last been here. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the regular contributor, the Queen of Cork herself, Kerry, she might say, the delightful, my beautiful wife, Noelle Patricia O'Sullivan Nimaraku, and the crowd go wild. Enough of that, lads. Enough of that. How are you?
I'm great.
I think I kind of threw you there with the old breast milk kind of a thing earlier on, yeah?
Yeah.
I can see it in your face that you're kind of going, I wasn't prepared for this kind of...
Throwback.
This throwback. Do you remember those times?
Oh, stop.
Do you remember doing the podcast way back in the day, and just... Fucking, it was just wine, really, wasn't it?
It was.
It was
in the initial podcasts was just wind down, sit on the couch, have a glass of wine, and talk. That's what it was.
Yeah. Because it was during the pandemic as well, and so we couldn't go out. There was no going out. That was our Saturday night.
No guests.
No. What the fuck did we talk about? Jesus Christ! And we did like 200 of those episodes. Like, what the fuck did we talk about?
Who knows?
Who cares?
No.
Well, we're going to probably do an episode today that is kind of like one
throwback.
of a throwback, one of our earlier episodes. But before we do that episode, Noelle, we have to do Trending Topics with Cornelius Patrick O'Sullivan.
Is that a new little...
Well, Alessio has informed me before the podcast that he's refusing to do a jingle for trending topics because he enjoys the awkwardness of...
That's half the reason we got them.
Yeah.
For the jingle.
Whereas like they'll do jingles for us now and everything. Do you know what I mean? They'll build a set, they'll do jingles the whole lot. We won't have to think of fucking... But here we are now. Just
doing the jingle.
First pushback.
Sing the jingle, write the jingle. What's that thing?
Oh, what's that? Write the team tune, sing the tea tune. Little Britain.
Yeah.
Little Britain.
Great show.
Love Little Britain. But I think it wouldn't be made today.
Oh my God, no, they wouldn't have one episode, it'd be cancelled.
Yeah. There's a lot of fat shaming going on in it.
A lot of every shame.
Yeah, they shame everyone in it. Bastards.
It's funny though.
Fuck them. Fuck them.
But it's kind of an all-round
Little
shaming.
Britain as well. Britain, like, what about Little Ireland, like? What about fucking, although, Great Britain, I suppose, they should change it to Little Britain, not Great Britain.
They had the foresight to call it Little Britain.
Yeah. Fuck them anyway. Trending topics with Cornelius, Patrick O'Sullivan. So I've picked out 3 trending topics. Okay. The first one that I just came across today was autumn. #autumn. We're in autumn. I thought that might be a good thing. It's autumnal.
Autumnal.
What you're wearing tonight is very autumnal.
Is it?
Well, I suppose
it's not really
it has
blue.
Sleeves though. You have 2 sleeves.
You have quite a broad kind of idea.
I'm
of
still in
what
the summer vibe myself, but you're gone. But you've them rolled up and everything, like.
Full on autumnal. She's in a sleeve.
She's wearing sleeves.
There's like fashion stuff, as in like it's certain colours, it's a certain vibe.
That's fairly fashionable now.
Just the sleeve.
Sleeves.
That makes it autumnal.
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 A thumbnail. I think that's how you say it. A thumbnail.
In Kerry, probably.
A thumbnail.
Autumnal.
So we're in. I don't know why it's trending, but let's just talk about autumn.
Autumn.
What do you think about autumn in general? What's your vibe for autumn? You like it? You dislike it?
I'm becoming more of a fan of autumn than I have been in the past, I think. Mm-hmm. Hunter kind of likes autumn.
I fucking love autumn.
Do ya?
Autumn for me is like the January of like a happy January. Do you know in January everyone's making New Year's resolutions and it's fucking cold and it's wet and it's dark.
Really miserable.
And you've just had the best time of your life at Christmas. Well, autumn is like you're coming out of summer and usually summer and early is shit. So you're like, all right, fuck summer. But you're kind of coming in and you're kind of going, what were my New Year's resolutions? Will I get back on track? Will I
give them a go again.
Like I've been talking about starting Pilates, like.
How's that going for you?
I probably won't do it, but I'm talking about it.
You're a talker.
It's like New Year's resolutions. A lot of them are talked out, like.
Well, I did see a TikTok on that, right? That it was like September, October is like the new January, February.
Really?
Yeah, because
I'm not surprised.
or the same vibe because the kids went back to school in September, and you're like all the plans for what you'll do now that they're gone back, and life isn't as chaotic anymore.
Yeah. Also, the club championships are really coming down. We're into quarterfinals, semi-final. Now, I know you're not really...
Each to their own.
Do you know what I mean? But like it's
Wait,
the business end.
How long
We're
are we
getting to
on?
the business end.
Back to GAA.
Back to the hurling, like, and football. But so that's autumn. And then you've got the colours, the leaves, the decay. There's beauty in death, like. There is beauty in death.
Beauty in death.
Yeah, the death.
They're a poem and that is that side in your
Let me write
soundings.
it. There is beauty in death.
Death by beauty.
Have a mint. You have bad breath. It writes itself. It writes itself. Have you?
No, not at the
And you're-
second anyway.
Yeah. Sure you wouldn't have any bad breath. What were you drinking there earlier on?
Just a little flavoured strawberry and lime beverage.
Flavoured with what?
Vodka.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
But like,
There's nothing wrong with this. There's nothing wrong with it.
It's an evening.
I'd encourage it. I'm not saying
out
anything.
and
You're
about.
out and about and in with a shout. Tell me more about autumn. I want to know more about autumn. What do you like? Why did you not like it before?
I always thought I was kind of a summer person, but I think in autumn, do you know the way in the summer, like you were saying about the weather, right? And in the summer, if it's not a really nice day, then it's a shit day.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
Like if it's not beach weather, then it's the weather's crap.
Yeah.
But like in autumn, it's like spring. It's like, oh, it's lovely. The sun is out and
you're
it's
not
October.
expecting it.
Yeah. It's a bit more like, oh. Now you're also passing out with the heat because you're dressed for the winter. You know.
Yeah.
And the sun comes out and you're like, oh, bacon. But anyway, besides that, and it also is an opportunity to get back into like stuff that you had planned to do in like January.
In late January.
But the kids are gone back to school and you've had time to settle back in with all their activities to September, and then you can start looking at...
I love when the kids go back to school. Like, that's all I heard there. And settle into their activities. And really, do you know, isn't it great when they're gone back to school? Like, I love our children. I love them. There, I've said it. And it's like, it's on the record. But I also love when they're not around all the time. Do you know?
I know.
Just when they're gone for those few hours during the day. And then when they come home, then it's like, oh my God, where have you been all day? We know where they've been.
You miss them because they're gone. Like, it's a bit like you.
Yeah, well, okay, yeah.
Well, I miss you more after you've been away.
I'm the same.
Except I'm at home all the time.
You get out. You get out and about the odd time. You get an hour here and there once a week, don't you?
It's like when you said to me, so what's going on in your life outside of the children and work? And I'm going,
fuck all. I've all I have over you is Gaelic football and managing Ballyclaw. That is all I have over you. And you have the mothers and others, but you're not going to them at the moment. So,
but that's not my fault.
Whose fault is it? My fault? This would be good now if we have a fight. This would be good for the podcast.
Well, I could say it's your fault, but technically it's not your fault because you're working on your show.
Yeah.
So it's not your fault, but it is your fault because you're out. So I can't go on the Wednesdays anymore.
Yeah, okay.
It's finishing up now anyway.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right. That's okay. Hashtag fad diet.
Oh.
When you nearly said something there a minute ago, I was like, oh, don't say it, because I knew the next hashtag was. Fad diet.
Oh, we love an old fad diet.
We've done them all.
Yeah.
Is there anything we haven't done?
No. Juicing, done.
Yes.
Paleo.
Yes.
Everything.
Atkins is the same thing. We did carnivore at the start of the year. We did vegan.
Well, I'm back on a carnivore now.
You're back? How many days are you on it now?
I'm kind of on a new regime of it. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So it's like carnivore / keto.
Would you say it was
some alcohol?
Plus some alcohol. Would you say it is of all the dieting now? It's a word that's a triggering word. Like not everybody likes the word diet. Some people get fucking triggered. Some people get up in their high horse. They're like, some people then just like us are just like, oh look, I saw this fella here say that if you fucking
stand on your toe and eat
and eat a donkey's fucking tail, you lose weight, like, you know. And we'd be like, I'll convince you to do it.
Where do we get the tail?
Where are we going to buy our tails? They have to be organic.
No more. Today I was inside and you're going back on the salads, and I was inside trying to buy extra virgin olive oil, but that was fucking blocked out, that was dark, so that you wouldn't have the glass, you know.
Yeah.
Inside Super Value looking at bottles of olive oil, and I'm like,
I can't wait to go to the toilet now when I'm eating a lot of olive oil.
Tomorrow you'll be like eating Star Bars, but today
extra virgin olive oil.
Make sure it's.
No, I'm going to try again though. Fuck's sake! But we're always
you
trying.
You have to try.
If you don't try, you're fucked. You know?
That's it. Like, people need fad diets. People like us who need fad diets, and that's it. Because we like our sugar, we like our sweets,
and our alcohol,
and our food, and our everything.
We
and
like
our balance is like eating it all and then not eating any of it. Like, that's our balance.
Yeah. 6 months gluttony, 6 months. Well, two of those 6 months.
Trying.
10 months gluttony, 2 months fucking flat out on the fad diets.
Yeah, but I definitely think, like, when I'm on carnivore and strict carnivore like I was, like, that's how some people feel about food. They're not interested in it.
Not interested.
Like, I don't know.
I don't, like, I'm on this ADHD medication now, right? And basically it's amphetamines, right?
Yeah.
And it suppresses your appetite. And I'm still eating.
You've found like the way around it.
I'm still fucking eating. We went for something before this podcast, like, I wasn't even hungry.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
The problem,
I was like, I love a hot dog.
That was in the middle. Yeah, you were saying to me,
my palms are sweaty from fucking yolks. Love, feel that? Like, and I'm like still eating. Like, it's like, I think it's a psychological thing with me.
I don't. Yeah, like you were like, I just wanted a hot dog, and you're there eating the potato cubes. I just want the hot dog.
Potato cubes are so fucking overrated. They're the most overrated potato that ever. And like, there's some cunt out there said like, okay, chips, they're going well. Mash, that's going well. Fucking hard boiled, soft boiled potatoes. Who's doing cubes? This fella
Connie.
thought it was a good idea. They're rotten. I nearly burnt the fucking mouth off myself. Excuse me for cursing and swearing now. But you know,
You're
at the same
excused.
time, like, you could have just mashed them up, put butter into them, and I'd be back. Like, I'm not going to rush back to that place now for the fucking cubes.
It's hard to win you over with a cube.
I know my potatoes, and I know, like, they're hard to get wrong. This fella got them wrong, you know? He got them wrong.
I think you're fussy enough with your potatoes.
Do you think so?
I'm under pressure when I'm cooking you a spud. Trying to make it right.
Well, that's because your way of cooking is turn it up to the very up as high as it'll go and leave it on until you remember to turn it off. And you've burned a lot of stuff. You've started.
I've gotten really forgetful.
Yeah, you have actually. You have. I've noticed that.
Well, it's that like the kitchen is here and I'm in the kitchen. I put something on and then I leave the room.
I think you're just. I don't think you're forgetful. I think there's so much fucking going on.
I run back into the office or I'll do something else while that's on.
There's no downtime anymore.
Trying to do too many jobs at the one time.
Yeah.
Maybe. That sends me off. And then Hunter will come in going, Mom, there's smoke in the kitchen. Keep open the windows before your father knows I burnt the rashers again. Rashers are a big one by me.
You did. And you nearly burnt. Where did you burn? You nearly burnt something down there as well a few months ago. It was very
Rashers.
bad. Was it rashers? The fucking house nearly went down. Like,
thankfully they don't. They don't.
that's the downside to the carnivore diet.
The rashers cooking.
Of all the fad diets we've been on, which one have you enjoyed the most?
Oh, definitely the carnivore.
Really?
It's the easiest
Yeah.
and lost the most on it.
Yeah,
so.
it's easy to lose weight on it, isn't it?
Well, there's less brains because there's no
Well, you
big
can
load of
actually
prep
ironically
or-
have brains. I think you actually can eat brains on it. Sheep's brains, but anyway. Yeah, I know.
Stopped.
But sure, what the fuck do you think the steak comes from? The vegan part of the bull, is it? That's
like-
just his cock, actually. That's vegan. Yeah. Do you know, like,
That's
it's
way
all.
worse than the brain, I suppose.
Yeah. I had bull's balls in Texas one time.
Did you?
Yeah, yeah. But they were washed down in a Jaeger bomb, like. Yeah.
I don't know which would be worse, the bull's ball or the Jaeger
Oh, I
bomb.
love
I don't
Jaeger
like
bombs.
licorice. I don't like.
Jaeger bombs? That's vodka and Red Bull, really, basically, isn't it? I think so.
Oh, I'm thinking of Jägermeister.
Oh, sorry, it's not. It is Jägermeister. Jaeger bomb is Jägermeister and Red Bull. Yeah, and it is licoricey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The Jaeger bomb is the drop.
Rocket fuel.
Oh, yeah.
It's
No,
like-
I drink it like that, all right, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't drink Jaeger.
12 o'clock at a wedding, and you have to buck up 2 fucking Jaeger bombs, and you're
You
back.
know it's gotta be
You're
a
on the D
dangerous
floor with the
wedding.
tie on your fucking
It's
head.
either going to be a great wedding
Yeah.
or you're going to be disowned.
Yeah.
One or the other.
One or the other. We're on to the last hashtag.
Oh.
TikTok, hashtag TikTok, hashtag TikTok. Hashtag.
I think it's funny because I can't really spell TikTok.
It's a weird one. TIKTOC. TIKTOK.
Yeah. I think that's right.
Yeah.
But when I be typing it in and I'm like at home working on your socials or whatever, and I'm like, I meant to be this like,
What do you mean?
but I'd be going into it anyway. He doesn't.
Just checking
anymore.
to see if there's any yours kind of sliding into my
Yeah,
DMs.
I'd be checking out your DMs.
Yeah, I have them all
What's this
deleted.
for?
You'd never see them.
I'd be like, is she a conversion now? Did she buy a ticket? There's no point fucking DMing her if she's not going to buy a ticket. Only DMs to the ticket buyers.
That brings us on nicely, lads. If you are interested in coming to my show, I'm on tour at the end of October, www.corneliuspatrickosullivan.com.
I'll allow him DM you.
Yeah, you DM away. DMs are allowed. No pics.
Dick pics.
Well, definitely no dick pics. I don't want any dick pics. Fanny pics?
They only make you jealous.
Can I get a few fanny pics? What are they called? Fanny flicks? Yeah, send on the fanny flicks.
Pick.
Pick.
Pick. Fin. Pick. Fick pick.
Oh, what are we calling it? A fick plick?
Oh. Flick the bean.
Flick the bean. Flick the bean, do you know what I mean? TikTok, is that what you're watching on TikTok, is it? Flick the bean.
Porn. Oh no, sorry, TikTok.
That's something else you're watching.
Oh, yeah.
So what are you watching on TikTok? Or what's on your TikTok algorithm at the moment?
TikTok.
Barb.
Flicking bean.
Barb bean flicking. That's not on TikTok, is it? That's definitely not on TikTok.
No, that's on Twitter.
Well, everything's on fucking Twitter. Twitter's like a sewer now, man.
No, on TikTok. My TikTok is very parenting. And I'd be looking at it some days and I'm like, yeah, I know. Yeah, like, I'd be like, I don't really want to know how to regulate my child today. Let them scream.
Yeah.
Like, it's like I just want to fucking laugh at something.
Yeah.
But then it's great when you're interested in that part, but you're not always.
But you know you're old, like fucking when that kind of shit is coming up. Like mine is now is an autistic mother and an autistic son, and how they regulate each other, and it's fucking unreal. It's so addictive. He's like about 17 or 18, and his mum is in her 30s.
Oh, is he your man with kind of longish hair?
Torgen Wolf, I think his name is. Like very articulate. He kind of reminds me of Harvey.
Yeah.
And he's eccentric looking, and he's like
dresses kind of. Sometimes he'd like
17th century, like, and he's got a big top hat, and he's kind of I don't know where he's from, but he's got a kind of a Scandinavian vibe to him. And I saw a TikTok yesterday where he was talking about his upbringing had very little trauma, and his mum, who's autistic, had a lot of trauma because she was undiagnosed and he was diagnosed.
A different era as well, I suppose.
Different eras, and. Yeah, it's just that's like
then you see,
I love a bit of porn, like come up in my like fucking hell.
We switched to. He's brought back
I look at your
porn.
parenting ones. You could look at Torgen and his mother, and I see the odd hurling match as well. A bit of hurling up on my TikTok as well. A bit of football, but that's it. Kids probably have fucking party invitations and rave songs. We're fucking old.
Yeah. No, my TikTok is all parenting. I think Instagram for me at the moment is actually the most. Oh, I don't know. Then I have a lot of political stuff on my Instagram.
I have a lot of political stuff on Instagram, yeah.
TikTok isn't political.
But I
suppose Facebook is probably my least kind of, it's the most switched off. But then I'm not really on it, so it doesn't know me as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's how, like, I suppose what are my big thoughts at the moment? It's parenting and political stuff. So outside
the parenting, what we talk about is Palestine.
Yeah, so that's like, so Insta is Palestine and TikTok, I make a conscious effort not to look at Palestine stuff on
I
TikTok.
do the same. But it still comes in though.
Oh yeah, but then it's all parenting. Or like...
Yeah.
But then it's...
And it's like, I just want to say something there, like when I said I do the same, it's not that I don't want to see it, because I do see it, but sometimes I can't take it. I can't take the volume. Now, obviously, the fucking people that are there are, in hell.
Yeah.
But I'm just being honest, I can't take some of it sometimes, and I have to take it off that, and I'll consume it here, or I'll take a break, and then I'll consume it nothing but.
Well, you get... Like, you find it very hard to compartmentalise anyway. Like, I can watch something and, like, put away the phone.
Yeah.
But I'm like that with everything anyway. We could get bad news and I will say, "Grand, so, right.
I'm still going to the comedy club.
Let's get back to work. We'll deal with that later." Whereas it would consume, like, it gets into your bones like anything.
Yeah. I hate that. Sometimes I see you do, like, you're very good at that. You're very good at bad news, but like we still have to do the washing, and we still have to clean the kitchen, and we still have to take the kids to school, and we still, whereas I'd be like, it's all fucked. What are we bringing them to school for anyway? Like, it's all AI coming for our jobs. Fuck it. Like, do you know what? Let's just watch fucking No Retreat, No Surrender. Great movie. Have you ever seen it?
No.
Okay. I don't know. Would you like it? A lot of kung fu.
I like kung fu.
Yeah. I think it was the first movie I ever saw a pair of breasts in. So me and my friends used to rent it every month in Video One in Mallow. Yeah, just to see the breasts. no retreat, no surrender.
Why didn't you rent
we
it
liked
every week?
the plot. Well, because I was in boarding school.
Oh,
so we come home once every 3 weeks, so once a month.
I don't think I've seen it.
Yeah, it's probably. Let's watch it. We'll watch it and we'll talk about it next time you're on. No Retreat, No Surrender. Yeah, you'd love it. 1980s karate movie.
Well, I'm
no
a fan.
actors
no,
at all.
I am a fan of. I'm a Karate Kid fan.
A Karate Kid doesn't do karate movies any justice, really. Like,
what's the one I used to love? I must find
American
it.
Ninja.
No, what was the one where they kind of American Ninja.
Do you remember American? Did you watch American Ninja, lads? Like American Ninja, like isn't that a karate movie? Like, fucking great movie. And there was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there was 6 American Ninjas.
He's way older than me. I know this was the one. Do you know they kind of like the usual storyline of someone being bullied.
Yeah.
Like and then, but this was they did karate with dance.
I just know that I never want to see it.
Oh, I want to find it because there is a type of karate with dance. Like.
Yeah, that's
Craig.
No, that's Craig McGadd. That's kind of hit and run. What's the one you're thinking of now? There is, but it's like.
Do you know any movie of that?
But there's no way you'd win a fight. You just know, like, if come up against Conor McGregor and then the fella doing this, who's going to win?
Yeah, but if he could do like a little dance and then like a little kung fu fight then as well as it. Like they did fight. They just had.
Tai Chi.
No, not Tai Chi.
Tai Chi is all this kind of shit?
No, but this one actually, I'll have to find it. This isn't going nowhere without knowing the name of the movie.
Anyway, you're not watching any of this on TikTok.
No, actually, do you know what? I'd like if a few clips of that came on my TikTok. Maybe some old movies like that. And that one where, you know, he goes out riding out for the wave. Surfing one.
Point Blank.
Point Break. Yeah. Like I could
Great
do
movie.
Yeah, I could do with a few clips of that.
We could fucking watch that.
I need to search
Let's
that
watch
up on my
that.
TikTok and bring
Point
that
Break.
in. That's a great movie.
Patrick Swayze, R.I.P.
Is that Patrick Swayze?
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great.
Yeah, they were robbing the bank. Yeah. Patrick Swayze's a free spirit. Keanu's an undercover cop. It's fucking class.
He's good guy gone bad.
Oh yeah, the acting shit though. Well, Patrick Swayze was Swayze could fucking act alright. He could turn it on when he wanted. He was a fucking good man for the acting.
Good man.
He
was a great actor.
Fucking fair play to him.
He had a few good ones like.
What else was he in?
Ghost.
Dirty Dancing. No, he was fucking able to move in Dirty Dancing.
They were incredible movies though. Do you know, like, did he do any other thing else other than those 3 movies? But sure he didn't need to, like.
My life. We should practice that.
Good luck with that.
Okay.
I don't want to be on Carnivore. The back.
Well,
you can't even fucking cough without hurting your back. Never mind.
I know. I'm fucked, man. I'm fucked. Honestly, I thought I didn't think I was going to be able to go to Antrim last week. It was a fly there trying to get on the podcast. Email us, man. We'll let you on, but you have to email us. It's old age, 48. Like,
mind yourself.
Hunter said to me today, "You're only in your 50s, Dad." I was like,
I'm early 40s according to him anyway. So I am early 40s.
Yeah, well, we're both in our 40s, like, yeah, whatever. Both 40s. What decade are you in?
40s.
Same. I don't see, do we have, I don't even know how long we've been talking on this phone podcast. We seem to be keeping chatting away here. Oh, the time is off here, look. We're looking here now. No,
between this now and what else? No jingle.
No jingle.
Let's go back to the front sitting room.
Alessia's saying 27 minutes, I think. Yeah, that's grand. 27. We were only supposed to do 20 minutes in this segment.
27.
We're gone 7 minutes over on this segment now, like due to you and your interest in karate movies and Point Break.
There's a couple of them actually, but that's what TikTok would be great for, like.
But if you put that in now, it'll bring it up. What other movies from that era did you like?
Yeah, but there were some great ones. Really, like.
Big Trouble in Little China. Did you ever see that? That's another great karate. That's a kind of
That's a mouthful. Big Trouble in Little China.
Kurt Russell.
You just spat it out there. He had a great few movies.
Fuck it, he's brilliant in that. You'd like that because was that the one I saw the tits in actually?
Get your tits out for the lads. Oh no, wrong movie. Wrong show.
Oh, fucking hell.
No, there's some great ones from that time. But I always worry, like, because I was the youngest of 6.
Yeah.
So, like, I watched everything.
Yeah.
Do you know? But, like
you were able to see 18s when you were, like, 12 or 13, like.
Younger, I'd say. Even.
Really?
Freddy Krueger scared the app. Like, I have a vision of his 12 thing going through the ear and coming out the other side, like. And I bet you if you looked up what year Freddy Krueger was out, it was like mid 80s.
Yeah, I'd say mid to late 80s. But sure, you were 83, weren't 83, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's like probably under 10. No, get your maths right. I was at least under 10 watching Freddy Krueger, like.
Yeah.
Traumatized.
Yeah. Well, look, that's You turned out grand, didn't you? Kind
Questionable.
Kind of.
Unique coping mechanisms.
You just block it all out.
Just compartmentalize.
That's
Boom,
it.
grand.
Bang, grand. Let's do the washing.
Fuck it, come on.
That concludes Trending Topics with
Cornelius Patrick O'Sullivan. I'm not sure about that ending.
Alessio's loving it. I'm just doing it for Alessio. So this week, do you know what now, right? It's interesting, right? Because we were talking there about autumn, and we're talking about matches and stuff like that. And I was telling you I brought Harvey to the match at the weekend.
Yeah.
And Harvey is 8 years old, and he's 9 in December, and he is autistic. And we have been having, really recently, we've been having a lot of difficulties with him in terms of trying to parent him when he crosses boundaries that normal neurotypical children cross. Would you agree with that? That kind of little degree. So what I want to talk about today on this episode is Harvey, our son. We won't go into the night that he was made, because that would be a very short episode, right? But what we will talk
short.
but tender.
I mean,
but tender, you know. Well, I told all the lads that I still have it in the WhatsApp group, you know. So I'll never forget it. But no, I want to talk about, he was our first child. I want to talk about what he meant to us, and then I want to go on a little bit of a journey with questions at stages of his life. Me kind of interviewing you in relation to it, but I'll probably chip in with my own kind of tidbits along the way. So I'd like to start with Harvey, our first boy, born. We loved him. He was completely and utterly planned. We were very lucky. We got pregnant straight away. We didn't get pregnant. You got pregnant. I was involved. But
momentarily.
For a little bit, you know, and but it wouldn't have happened without me.
True.
Yeah.
I'll actually give you.
Give me credit for that.
As
Hunter would say, give me credit for that. At least give me credit for that. I was there.
How's your no tapping on the desk going?
Not great. I'm doing pointing in the air now instead. So tell me about...
We're not allowed to tap the desk.
Boom. Okay. He was born.
He was.
Tell us about his formative years before we...
Harvey John O'Sullivan, born December 20...
You're wrong already.
2016, no.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he was born on the 22nd or something.
No, I jest. So Harvey John is our firstborn. Totally planned, totally exciting. You got that right, yeah. And yeah, great. Sure, easy pregnancy, tricky birth, crazy 6 months of newborn fog, him being starved, me not wanting to not breastfeed, us not sleeping, any of us. And then 6 months in, sleep trained him with Lucy Wolf, and he was a darling little boy for his sleep, and which made it all really easy because he'd head off to sleep, and then and he'd nap, and everything was great. And then around the age of 2, we had like a checkup, a public health. I was into the doctors through the public system anyway, and they're like, oh, and how's he getting on? And we're like, oh, great, yeah, great. And she was like, and what was his first word? And I said, oh, goal. He's mad about football. Goal and football, and she was like, and does he say mommy and daddy? And I said, oh, he says daddy sometimes, but he doesn't say mommy. And she was like, oh, right, okay. And at this time then, he was over playing with a light switch. I'll never forget it. And she was like, and would he be obsessed now with things like that? And I'm like what? Like light switches and stuff. And I'd be like, I don't really think so. But this was and then, so it was them that started saying, because his speech was kind of repetitive, and remember, he if he fell down, he'd go, oops, I fall down, I'm okay. And it automatically had this tone to this kind of
sing-song
lyrical, would you call it?
Yeah, it's kind of lyrically sing-songy. I always thought it was just a Cork accent emerging on him.
Yes,
like, you know?
yeah,
That's what I thought it
the
was.
high and low pitch, hiya bye, that kind of vibe. So that was at like 2. And then we kind of continued with the public system because there was nothing like glaring. He was talking, he was a good kid, he was, interacting with kids, and there was no real big issues that you'd go, there's something going on here, we need to get him assessed. It was more, let's see how he develops. So then instead of where you might normally be out of the public system at 2, he was come back in 6 months.
So we went public with him.
Yes.
Right. But at the time you're working and we had we still have good health insurance. Why did we not use private health insurance?
Because at the time there was no glaring, like...
we were still on the fence ourselves.
Yeah. There
Okay.
was nothing coming to... So he wasn't even on a waiting list at this stage to be assessed. He was just, let's check out when he's 2.5, because there was nothing major issues. Like, we weren't seeing anything major. So then at 2.5, again, they were like, oh, okay, there's still indications, let's keep him.
I remember those appointments when you'd be going to them and we'd be like, I'd say he's grand now. I'd say it'll be fine.
They'll leave us off. No, we'll be off
yeah. They're just going to say absolutely not now this time. But every time you'd come back,
we were kept.
We were like,
on.
we're just going to keep it for another 3 months. We'd come back in another 6 months or whatever it was.
And then by the time he was 3, so at this stage we had another appointment publicly with the county doctor, I'm going to say, and she was like, yeah, we're going to put him on the waiting list for an assessment. And at this stage then stuff started to become a little bit more apparent, more of the tantrums and that side of the house. And I was going, we have followed not parenting to the letter of the law, but like, yeah, I've done all these techniques. Like, I've followed TikTok and I've followed different parenting coaches, and he still seems like a spoilt little boy. And he's not spoilt.
Yeah.
Like, I'm holding my boundaries with him,
yeah.
and he's appearing as if he's a spoiled boy.
When did you start, like, I know the answer to this, right, but just for the listeners, right, when did you start to kind of go, yeah, I think he's autistic?
Probably around 3.5.
Yeah.
Thereabouts, when I was like, there's something here, because we were following all these techniques, and he was still struggling with different small things, not major things, but just
like
that
what?
Required. Like what now? Like taking something off him. If you had given it to him and it was like sweets, or if you said no to something without knowing the background, that, well, you said yes earlier, so if you changed, but you've changed the plans, like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not...
He wasn't good with plans being changed anyway, and which it turns out is a trait as well.
Yeah, and then the reaction to that would be higher than...
normal.
Yeah.
A neurotypical child. Because I remember around that time when you were kind of going, yeah, I think so. I think he is autistic. I was still 100%, 1000% in the opposite camp. I was like, I don't think so. I don't know what you're talking about. He's just a little boy. Like, he's just a little boy. He'll find his way. He's, like ball. So what if he said ball first? So what if he said goal first? Sure, I was taking that as a kind of a compliment, because I used to be playing football with him when he was like tiny. Like, do you remember that little yellow ball we had? And I was like, that's just because he's obsessed with the football. Like, he's going to play with Everton. Like, so...
Obviously.
You have to get him in young, like. That was my train of thought, which I always thought was interesting, because when that was ongoing until we got the diagnosis, you and I would always be we'd be kind of not arguing about it, but kind of
2 points, 2 different points.
You're like, babe, you're wrong, because like this, I've seen this, and I'd be like, well, look, listen, you're wrong, And I just thought it was interesting that we were still completely. I suppose thinking one way or the other. You were thinking that he was, and I was thinking that he possibly wasn't. And then we got the diagnosis. So let's finish actually before we go to the diagnosis. Like, they were very good. The public health, because I just want to compliment the public health.
So like this is from a timing point of view, it was during COVID.
Now, what I would say actually, right, is it took too long to get him diagnosed, right, in my opinion. Okay, because if you live in the continent, I was talking to a girl in Sweden and she got a diagnosis in 3 weeks. And publicly, right? And it took us nearly 2 years. Not the public fault, not the people that we were dealing with who helped us, who were amazing. And I remember going up to one of his first assessments up in Hollyhill, up by Apple. I can't remember now. And I remember being in there, and they couldn't have been nicer. Do you know what I mean? And they were so sympathetic. And even though he hadn't even a diagnosis, and they were trying to, I don't know, they were just like I think anyone, like my sister is a midwife, and I just think they're special people. Anyone who works
with children,
or in the healthcare in general, like, you know.
But like, I suppose it's kind of, we weren't actually that long waiting for the diagnosis. What happened for us was that the questioning started early. And then from then, it was 2.5 years before he was diagnosed. But like, the diagnosis process was probably about 18 months, which is still too long. And I think an assessment needs now, and legally they're meant to be 12 months, I think, now, from when you say this child needs to be assessed. I think
fucking
legally.
hell, like, in fairness now, right? Even legally at 12 months, that's too long.
But like, we had looked at
because
private.
we did, but just to go back to the public, that's where we're all paying our taxes, where normal people are paying their taxes. You know? And I want to reiterate, not the people who are doing the assessments. Yes. It's like, you know, it has to go higher.
Behind it. Like,
money behind it. Like we always say, geez, we're very lucky. But we are very lucky because we were proactive at a very young age. Some people don't realise it. If it was up to me, he still wouldn't be diagnosed, because I would just think he's just a little boy, and then by the time he's 12 or 13, then I'd be like, oh, all right, maybe we might. And it's too late then. Well, it's not too late, but it's the early diagnosis is the key. And I think some people as well, they're afraid of, fuck's sake, it's such an arduous journey from start to finish, especially if you're in the public health system, you know. But anyway, sorry for cutting across you, but I just wanted to get that point across, because I do think that's fucking stupid. Like, I really do. You know,
that it can take that long.
It takes that long, because,
and even afterwards. So it's not so much like getting the diagnosis; it's everything afterwards. It's all the speech and language. It's the OT. Like, he's got none of that through the public system. Basically, what they'll teach the parents some techniques to work with a child. Like, that's your OT. Like, we've done lots of private OT with Harv, and we'll do more in the future. We do it in blocks or whatnot, but that's privately funded. Like,
yeah, but like, so when I got my assessment for ADHD, now I went with a private company with it, and it was a sponsorship deal. It was all done: assessment, diagnosis, treatment, aftercare. How long? 6 weeks?
Yeah.
6 weeks. And if you think about what happened with Harv, so we had to have him assessed above. He had to be assessed in his school. They had to come into our house, and then we had like loads of questionnaires and stuff like that. It is obviously a more arduous application. Application is totally not the right word. I'm applying to be autistic, please.
Process, we'll call it.
How do I apply? But do you know what I mean? Like, if you look at it, and if it was compartmentalised, I reckon the whole thing could be done in 3 months instead of 12 months.
So you're forgetting Hunter. We got him privately assessed.
Oh yeah, go on, tell us.
So that was about 3 months. Like,
there you go.
Yeah. So technically, while you forgot it all, you got.
I was right, but I'm right, but I was forgetful. How about that?
Very forgetful. Well, Hunter was kind of completely different in a sense. He was 4, was he, when we got him assessed, and I was just like, there could be something here. I'm not going through the big long wait and public system that we went through, so we went private and like that. And the 3-month spell is from waiting for your first assessment, and then the first assessment needs like that, like you said, the in-house, the school, in the clinic. So that does take time, and the report afterwards. So it was but it was all sewn up within 3 months, like.
Yeah.
And he's not autistic.
And he's not. No, there's something wrong with him, all right. Do you know what I mean? We're going to have to get to the bottom of it, like. But he's not autistic. But Harvey is autistic, and like, I suppose it was a life, like, so when we talk about the day that we got the diagnosis.
I actually think you explained the day better than I do.
I just remember my thing, and I'm writing about this in my show at the moment, and I think it's important. It's quite difficult to talk about on stage because autism is very triggering. Like, it's very triggering for people, and you have to get the words right. And if you don't say them right, you'll have Karens coming up to you in fucking comedy clubs giving you like, you know what I mean? And like, you have to have it right. But it, like I say in my show, it's about the intent. The words are more important. The intent behind the words are more important. But I remember the day of the diagnosis. It was in April in 2021. We were in lockdown. We weren't in peak lockdown. But we were still in a full lockdown. Yeah. You know, and you know, fucking going on a year and a half at this. They're just slightly over a year at this stage, and. It was a Thursday, and you were working. You continued to work all the way through lockdown because you had one of these, you know, what do they call them, essential jobs?
Yes,
making a vaccine or something. And which, you know, so you were working shifts, so you were 4 days on, 4 days off, 4 days on, 4 days off, and it was like full steam ahead for you, really, like, you know. And I was at home for the first 3 months by myself, and then we had Sam, our childminder. We got her back in then to help us, and. I remember vividly the day, never forget it, we were in the kitchen having a coffee beforehand, and I remember you saying to me, because I still didn't think, even at this stage, that Harvey was autistic. I remember you saying to me, do you still not think? And I was like, I don't, babe, I don't. And I remember saying to you, do you? And you were like, yeah, I do. And then we had the call, and your one came on, and the call, and like almost immediately she told us. There was no waiting. And the both of us kind of got very emotional, I suppose. Yeah. And our lives definitely changed. Like our lives, my life and your life and our family's life changed completely that day.
It's a different world. Like your whole plans like change, I think, and it takes time to adjust to the new norm, and then your norm becomes the norm. But like, there's this period, and I've met lots of parents since who might be earlier in the diagnosis process, and they're like, they don't understand how they're not maybe like okay with it. And okay with it is the wrong term. It's just because it hasn't settled into the new norm, and you mourn your child, like, to an extent, the life that you thought your child was going to have. And until you get over that, it can be really hard. Until you can, and get over it is harsh.
But I know what you mean.
It's like, or change your plans, I suppose, is the thing, like, or like, you know, just change your plans, or wonder. Your wonders, like, you would have set that your child is going to go to college, your child is going to move out. I remember that being a big thing for me and not for you. And that's just, I was like, is Harvey going to live with us forever? Like, are we parents forever more now? And like, I love being a parent. I loved being a parent at that time. I love my boys. But that one for me was like a real kind of block or stumbling block for me. Whereas you were like, straight off the bat, you were like, I don't mind if he lives with us forevermore. Put a cabin out the back, job done. That wasn't like, that was
for you. Me and Harvey are staying in the house.
Yeah, the two bios are inside. I'd be happy out. Grand. See you later, boys. But like, it's funny how when in these times, you just don't know what way you're kind of are going to go. But like, I mean, we are so lucky, and there's so many, like, Harvey is a great boy and he's gorgeous, and people don't talk about enough about the joy of autism, like the joy that
true.
Joyful nature that he has, and the positive outlook. Oh my God. Okay. Sounds like a plan, Mom.
Let's do it. He came in the door today singing "Welcome Home, Welcome," because we sing it to him every day, and I was in the kitchen having something to eat, so I didn't hear him come in, so he started singing it.
Yeah.
You know, but
like maybe even 5 seconds before he'd have that joyous moment, he might have had a tantrum. And tantrum is the wrong word, but he might have had a moment before.
I think tantrum is a good. I don't know.
Suppose it is the proper word.
It is, like, because it's uncontrollable and
yeah, but
instant.
I think a tantrum is, you'd think of a 3-year-old, like you automatically go to a small. Whereas tantrums, these energy, this feeling, this rage that comes into people.
Yeah.
It's not just children, and like adults are autistic as well. Like, it's this rage.
What? Huh? Did you know that, lads? Oh my God.
Exhibit A. But
actually, it's ADHD. Get it right.
I know. Yeah, which actually is interesting, because then there's so many aspects of ADHD and autism that are intertwined.
And Harvey has ADHD as well, as we found out since.
Yeah. So like Harvey was diagnosed 4 years ago, and then we were like, we've got this for the last 3.5 years. Lots of OT, lots and lots and lots of patience. I think that's the one thing. Nobody told me about parenting, the amount of patience that was going to be required. But then I think we need more patience with our 2 bios. But anyway, and then suddenly now, the school mentions that he has potentially had ADHD. This was a few months ago.
And
so then we went to, now he does have ADHD, and that's even back to your TikTok. Suddenly my TikTok is all ADHD, and I'm like, he's so full on ADHD, and so is his father. Exhibit A with his diagnosis. But it's funny how you just don't realise.
I'm never getting you on this fucking podcast again.
And now I have to live with them all.
As I said to you, and he's most likely dyslexic as well. So he's got, as he said, triple threat.
He's
triple threat.
I know, yeah.
You know? Like, he looks at it as a positive, like.
He loves an all excuse.
Yeah, and then his brother is mad to have something attached to him, so I want to be neurodivergent like Harvey.
Yeah,
and he said to me, life's too easy for me. That's what he said to me. Like, I was like, oh, long may it be like that, son. Long may it be like that. I want to move on, right, from the diagnosis. So we got the diagnosis. It was a really sad day for us, right? And I think mourning was a good description there, because, you know, when you were pregnant and when we were talking about having kids, when we were going dating, and, you know, like, you'd always, like, I have a joke in my show about, like, you know, I wanted him to play county, like, do you know what I mean? Like, you know, and it's fucking not going to happen now, like, do you know what I mean? He might be up in the county a few times, the county hospital, but, like, not, do you know, that kind of way?
Yeah,
like silly jokes like that. But, you know, you mourn for what you wanted as a parent. It doesn't mean that you're looking down or you're just, you know, belittling the condition. That's just your natural. You're entitled to have your fucking feelings as well. Do you know what I mean?
But it's also the mourning for the child. Like, it's more for Harv. Like, that his life is going to be harder than his peers. Stuff is harder. Some stuff is easier, but overall, life is harder for him. And especially,
like, he's nearly 9, right? And, you know, we have to put on his socks, right? And this is the funny thing, right? I don't see stuff, right? So I was putting on his socks there a few months ago, right? Just putting on his socks, because I'm putting on his socks since as long as I can remember, right? And actually dressing him, we still dress him, you know? And, like, he can, but it's like he's awkward. He doesn't have the dexterity. You have to help him, right? And I remember during the summer, I was putting on his socks, and Hunter was sitting beside me. I was taking him over to the pitch for a puck, and Hunter was putting on his own socks. And that's when it dawned, like, that, little things like that. I was like, that's just, you know, little things like that.
But, like,
are harder for him, which is what you're mourning.
And then you wouldn't have, like, even thought to give him the ankle socks that I have a supply of that he can put on himself. Like, there's all these little accommodations that will make his life, because he is really lucky in one sense that he's going to be in the mainstream world to an extent. So he has to do all of that, and it's great that he can do it with help, or like, but he wants to be fully mainstream. Like he wants to do everything, and he's aware of everyone else doing stuff. You know,
Well,
he
it's
wants
really
to
coming
do
to the
his-
fore now. Like we were at the kitchen table there yesterday, and well, no, it was yesterday. I think it was yesterday. We were like how we got onto the start of this is he misbehaved there on Sunday like a normal child, and we tried to. We said, okay, you're not having your devices now tomorrow. That was the thing, and it was like he was just having a meltdown. He just
Yeah,
couldn't
and
deal with
even
it.
that, like, so that was calculated. As in,
Yeah, and we
I had
talked about it.
thought, right, he'll still have his audiobooks and he'll still have all his Lego and because that's what regulates him normally. The devices isn't his like complete safety. Like Lego and audiobooks up in his room is his cocoon. That's his safety. So I was like, I'm not taking away his safety. I'm not taking away his sports. I'm not taking away his activities. I'm taking away the 60 minutes that he has on devices. Like, that's it. Like, they sometimes during the week get longer, but it's 60 minutes of TV. Like, that's all. But he came home from school yesterday and it consumed him. Like, and this was when I was really going, I don't know how to. I
thought yesterday was a very hard day.
control him. Like, I don't know how to parent here.
Yeah.
Like, normally there's techniques and there's TikToks to learn from and understand. And I was like, how do I keep some sort of a boundary here for him and for Hunter, who's watching on? Like, Hunter's going, just give him back the TV, Mom. Like, and
Shut up, Hunter.
it's
You're
like,
6.
But he just wants.
Probably the right thing to do, though. But like,
He's sticking up for his brother. So then in the end, I was like, okay, you can earn some TV time
and
back.
then he thought you were like the witch from the Wicked West.
Because I made him tidy the car.
Yeah.
But it was like, at least I was like, okay.
But it wasn't a complete capitulation. You see, you can't capitulate completely. But capitulate is like to House of Cards falling down top of each
Oh
other.
yeah, just
Do you know what I
to
mean?
cave.
The whole
in.
thing caved.
Oh yeah,
do you know.
yeah.
So it wasn't. So I thought it was a good compromise on your behalf
Yes,
because it
yeah.
needed to happen. It needed to happen.
But it was that real. So it's the start of seeing the ADHD rage. I'm like,
Which I hold in all the time as well, and I don't get any credit for.
Hold in,
My ADHD rage, except when I'm driving,
or when you're proved wrong.
which is never. So I've never seen that. Never seen that rage.
That's only because I have the patience of a saint to put up with you. But anyway,
Beg to differ. Yeah.
So it's showing as well the ADHD coming out to the forefront at the age of 8. Like as he's, I'd never thought of it before, and I put everything down to his autism. But then when you look at it, he actually fits so much more boxes of. Now there's overlaps and all of that as well between the two, but it's like so much of it is ADHD, and I suppose that leads on to the next stage of
like mixing vodka with Red Bull and fucking then throwing in a bit of fucking rum on top of it. Like, do you know, it's a lethal combination. Like, it is a lethal concoction what he has, because he like it is very tricky for him. And then dyslexia on top of it. And then we had him at the table yesterday, and he broke my heart when he was like, I just want to learn Irish with my friends, because he's gone into the autism class now as well, and he's in there half of the day, and then in with his friends half of the day, and he's isolated from all those children that he was in school with, play school.
Yes.
2 years in play school, then low infants, high infants, first class, second class. This is the first year, so it is a big change for him.
Yeah.
But look, we have to get to.
But it's funny as well, because he's had about learning Irish, and we're there doing 4 pages of a book that's like senior infants reading, and he's going, I want to learn Irish like my friends. And I'm like, how would you ever settle down here now and read about Sally and the fucking horse? Like, come on. There's 3 sentences here. Shut up about the fucking Irish, would you? Like, that's what you want to say. Would you ever just look at Sally over the mountain looking at the horse, like? And he's like, I want to learn Irish like the guys. I'm like, back on your horse there, bud.
Get up on your horse there. Fucking hell.
That's what I'm talking about, the patience. And you have to acknowledge his feelings and go, I know you'd love to do Irish, but let's read the 3
fucking learn
sentences.
English first.
Let's read your Basic English.
We're tight for time, but let's try and get through. I just want to. So we got the diagnosis, right, and it changed our whole lives. We had to just reevaluate everything, right?
Yeah.
And I suppose a big decision was kind of forced upon us, actually. So we were dealing with it for the first kind of, I suppose, 12 months, and then were you pregnant with Hunt? No, you were. Yeah, you were just finished maternity leave with Hunter, and our childminder.
No.
Get the time right, or get the timeline right there. We had to make a decision anyway, basically.
Hunter was 2.
Yeah.
Harvey was 4.
Okay.
When Sam handed in her notice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's handed in her notice with 4 weeks. So you're a solid 2 years out there now. It's just
she's never fucking coming on this podcast again.
Just
Mark
to know
my
there.
fucking words.
Solid 2 years out there now.
dead.
Like I'm on mat leave. No, I wasn't.
Before I let her back on.
I was on mat leave before COVID. Like Sam left after COVID.
Yeah.
So, childminder handed in her notice. Had been with us for 5 years.
Yeah,
at this
and she was
stage.
great.
And she was great.
And the boys loved her.
No, not even 5 years. She's
You got your timeline all wrong there, did you?
6 years.
Oh, for fuck's sake, leave those 12 months out anyway. But yeah. Poor old Sam, she was fucking there for the 12 months.
Rearing our
she was
children.
mad into it, but you didn't give a shit about her. How do you fucking live with yourself?
I know. Technically, she was with us 5 years, so actually I'm right overall.
Listen,
but let's
they
not
don't
get
have a
in.
clue.
Let's put the antics. So she handed in her notice with 5 weeks, 4 weeks out, and I was still on shift. And if I came on days, I didn't know what section I'd be in. I would have been working all hours under the sun, and it was going to be really hard. It was either au pair.
COVID was over as well. I suppose that's
well
important.
over now.
Yeah, well over. But it's important to say that, like, you at this stage, you've an unbelievable job. You're working. You're a scientist. You're making over 100 grand a year. You're they're the main breadwinner in the house by a country mile.
Yeah.
And we all are fucking delighted with that.
Yeah, we were in a
especially,
nice place.
Like, I mean, I could just do fuck all. Like, I'm an artist, just not very busy.
Yeah, but I was gone out of the house for 4 days of the week.
Yeah, it was so good. And
doing 60 hours a week.
And coining it for us.
Yeah.
And it was great. I loved those days. But then Sam left. And I was back working. And I was pretty busy now as well, to be fair. We were both busy and we needed Sam. Sam would work on our rotation. Our rotation was your 4 days. Whatever your 4 days were, she'd work those 4 days. And she left and we were like, what the fuck are we going to do? Mm-hmm. What the fuck are we going to do? Because I had been 2 years fucking doing nothing during COVID, and I was getting busy and really establishing myself.
A spade. Like, you would have gone absolutely nuts if you were at home with the kids full time.
I would have gone absolutely nuts if I was at home with the kids full time.
Do you know? I think that's okay to say as well.
I'm not afraid to say that. I would have done it.
Yeah,
I would have done it.
We would have killed each other.
Yeah. It would it would have been but it just wouldn't have been the right fit. Like, it's all about the right fit.
Yeah, and even there's many women who couldn't stay, who would not want to stay at home with their kids all day either. Like, it's just different people. Like.
Yeah, it's exactly it. And but we had to make it. So we looked at au pairs and we looked at childminders, trying to get childminders, and I think this is important that you talk about this, because the decision was forced upon us. But you still didn't have to do it, because I was totally happy for us to persevere and find a childminder.
Yeah, and do chopping and changing,
you know what I mean?
For a while or what.
Because, I said, 100 was actually 120. It was a lot of cash, and it was guaranteed. So I was happy enough for you to do that.
And just try and mind the kids, bring them on my lap or something into work.
That's the kind of person I am. I'm a giver. I'm a giver.
Thanks, Pet. Thanks.
And but then you said that you were going to take a carer's leave, which you're entitled to do for 2 years.
2 years, yeah. So the company have to give it to you, basically, which is.
And I was all against that until I found out that they were going to pay you, as well, during this. Sounds like.
Yeah, well, a small bit. The government pays you.
Yeah.
So you had to step up.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's give this a go. Tighten the belts extremely, and give it a go to see if we can live on your wage and survive, really, and hopefully thrive. But the interesting point is that it's different when, like, we've been broke in the past when we've both been working full-time jobs and working good jobs. Like, I've been broke in what someone would say is a really respectable job as a lead, like, and working 50, 60 hours a week on call, taking phone calls in the middle. I remember being one time, we were down and we were at a family thing for you, and it was a really windy night, and I got calls from work. I'd left work late to go to this dinner, got calls in work because equipment was broken, and there we were still broke, yet I had this big job. And so that was like, how are we broke when we're really working hard? Whereas I felt like coming into this change was a choice to be kind of broke. And there was a power in that you're choosing to be at home. I was choosing to not earn money. I was choosing to stay at home and mind the kids.
And what I will say is, right, this is what I found very interesting. So, and I'm joking about like the money, but like it was like, it still was class. But
well, it's nice.
Do you know,
it's not nice.
Like, and I mean, it was great, and I miss it. I do a lot. I'll miss it a lot. But I'll get over it eventually. I'll get over it. But you loved your job, and you were really good at your job. And when we first started going out with each other, you were an analyst, which is an entry level. I suppose scientist role, and you rose over the years right up to a very senior position. You had a team working under you. You were you were in these high powered meetings. You loved it. You loved the responsibility. I remember when you'd have audits, you'd be like, they'd consume you, but it was like really challenging but really satisfying. And I loved that you loved your job as well, because I think it's a really cool thing to be passionate about what you do. But you gave all of that up then, right, to become a trad wife is what they call it, right? A trad wife, which is which is just like a wife back in the day, stay at home, mind the kids, cook the dinners, do that kind of racket.
Yeah.
How was the transition like? How did you feel about going from like that big pay job to like, I would say they're on par anyway. I don't know why I'm doing this. They're on par.
I know, but they often feel...
They do. They often feel like...
Completely, yeah.
And some people's whole identity is, I'm a scientist, I'm fucking...
But sure, even it took a long time to not say, I'm on carers leave from a pharmaceutical company.
Yes.
Like... Now, and I still say I work at home with Con because we do about 3 days together. So I do work at home now, but it's not that I feel I have to justify saying it.
Yeah.
But I always said that I enjoyed my career, and if I continued in my career, I continued in my career. But I always said that if it was financially possible, I would always give it up.
And it was only for 2 years.
That was the plan, yeah.
It's for 2 years. So did you enjoy it?
No.
No, but genuinely, what did you enjoy about it that you didn't think you'd enjoy about, and what did you not miss that you thought you would miss?
What did I enjoy that I didn't?
That surprised you?
That surprised me. I don't know, really. I knew I was going to enjoy it, and it didn't. And I enjoy it. Like, I enjoy being at home with the kids. It doesn't drive me absolutely light, which is what people would say, but I think it's because I from the start started working a bit with you as well.
Yeah.
And having that family business, the Cornelius, the comic business, because you need to be promoted and you need to, organise gigs or whatnot. Having that side to work on and to have to get into the office, like, there's always work to be done in the office. So, like, there's always kind of, I need to do that, like, outside of house.
That kind of fulfilled that. Scratched that itch, I suppose.
Yes, yeah.
Right, and I suppose we had those 2 years where we always had the hope, like some of us were hoping of, getting back into that.
I wouldn't like it anymore and want to go back.
That job would come back, There was some people in the house were hoping that. I don't know who they were, but we had to make a decision in May this year.
Yep.
Because May was when the 2 years were up. And a decision had to be made by you, because it's not my decision, it's your decision. It's your job, it's your life. I don't own your life. You own mine, all right. And you decided...
Oh, I'm to continue?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I decided to stay at home. Yeah.
Yeah.
full time.
Yeah.
Handed in the notice to the 15-year job.
Yeah. And they announced redundancies then how long after?
About 3 weeks, yeah.
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 Great.
I wouldn't have got it anyway. That's what I'm saying in my head. I wouldn't have received it.
Keep saying that to yourself, yeah.
I will,
Keep
yeah,
saying
to
that
keep my
yourself.
sanity.
I've just learned to compartmentalize, actually.
Yeah, that's good, where you're able to put it away.
It's a full
isn't it?
fucking
Full
call
circle.
back there to the earlier compartmentalization thing. I'm fucking delighted that you decided that.
I know, I think
that.
it's...
I'm being facetious
Yeah,
now.
I think of ultimately for us and for the family.
Yeah.
It's now, are we around in a 0-5 Yaris that doesn't start every day?
Every single day the battery's flatness and we're like, we have to get a new car but we can't afford it. Yes.
Well, we're choosing
not to get it. Yeah,
and,
exactly.
Yeah.
We're choosing cornflakes. We're choosing cornflakes, in fairness. Yeah.
The little ones.
But milk maybe next year with them. Who knows? Fingers crossed. But we've made the decision, and I'm fucking delighted that you made that decision because I think that there is no person. I think together we work really well as a team anyway, you and I. But I think there's nobody that would give the care that Harvey gets. The thought and the consideration. I'm his dad. I love him, but I don't see the things that you see. And I'm like, some person goes, "Why don't you see them?" Like, I just don't. I just don't see them. Maybe it's my ADHD. I can blame it on that. But I don't. And you see these little things. You spot them, and you go, "I'm actually going to get him a special comb there now to comb." You see these little things, and they work, and it's amazing. And like at the end of the day, we didn't have fucking kids. To just have a childminder in mind most of the time.
Well, like it just works for us, I suppose. And
Yeah.
I always I've discussed this with several people over the years, and like I'm not out to make anyone feel like, oh, give up your job and stay at home. Who's minding your kids? It's not like that. It's just for our unique situation and for our family. That it works for us, and it works for us because I'm helping you in the office because you're doing something that you're passionate about. So we're steering the same ship. The same boat is going
downstream.
We're not like fighting each other. We are, but it's not over whose work is more important to that side of the house.
Toilet issues, like close the fucking door in the toilet when you go to the toilet, stuff like that, Which I think that's what, as I said to your mother when I walked up the stairs there a few weeks ago, and she was having, I just, what doors were invented for Anne? Like mother, like daughter, then, and now my sons are the same, So like, I mean. That's the Kerry in you, I suppose.
You like that we share?
I do. We're going to finish up, right? Let's finish up with a little bit of, I don't know if it's going to be hope or whatever. Like, so we're down the line now, right? And Harvey's 9 in December. Where's Harvey now compared to where he was, when we first got that diagnosis? Where is Harvey now?
You're looking for hope. No, he's great. Sure, he's a great little kid. Like, he's a great boy. He's got lots of friends. But there's different areas that he needs help with and needs that we need to focus on as parents to help him. And you get one thing under control or get an understanding of something, and then the next thing appears. Like this, him having ADHD now, and the changes that have kind of come into him in the last few months have kind of thrown a spanner out, and it just means we need to refocus back on him.
Yeah.
Like help.
But
if he gets help from us or gets tools, then he'll be right as rain again, and we'll move on to the next area.
And sometimes we have to remind ourselves as well, like, not to, and we don't do this because but I just think it's important because this episode is called Harvey. It's about Harvey, but we do have Hunter as well. And we are very focused on bringing Hunter up as well,
Yeah.
But sometimes Harvey requires so much extra care that that child can get lost in the noise of it. So we do try to focus
like compromising. Like he's of an age now where Hunter is learning that Harvey's neurodiverse, like, and that there's some times when he gets something that Hunter mightn't get, like, or that side of it, like he's learning that compassion, I suppose, or the understanding to know that the rules might be a bit different for both of them, like.
Yeah.
But he gets lots of his own, like, there's plenty of times where Harvey is an older brother and is like, just give it to him, Mom, like,
Yeah.
or here, Hunter, you take it. So, like, do you know, he has that nurturing nature as an older brother as well, like as in,
Yeah.
do you know,
Yeah.
to give in to the younger sibling.
And second last question, where are you now from the Noelle in that day on that Thursday in April when we got that diagnosis?
In
21. So 2025, 4 years down the line. How are you different as a human?
I think I'm out of the whole fog as a mother now. My kids are 8 and 6, so you start to find yourself a bit again. You know, like I've talked before about mothers and others, and you know, being on carnivore and dieting and trying to get back a bit of yourself while still being a mom and that side of the house, I suppose. So I'm great.
You're great. And where are we then as a family? From where we were to where we are now?
We're definitely a neurospicy family. That's for sure.
100%.
And like you see some of these quirky little, or these kind of sappy signs, you know, that say this is an autistic house, the rules are different in this house. And it is actually true. Like, and you, like, people see our family and go, oh, they're great boys, or sure, he's doing really well, or what. Like, there's a lot that goes into that wellness, I suppose.
Yeah.
Like that, like, our house is definitely those boys' safe place. Like, do you know, they have it all pent up all day in school, and they come home and then it comes out, like. And that takes different tools, and it takes different patience and different words and tones and everything at different times of the day, and different
it's all a work in
compromises.
progress, like, isn't it?
It is, Con.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm never getting you on the podcast again for the insults that you gave me earlier on, but I will say thank you so much for coming on, and I will say I love you.
I think you're all right.
Yeah. Thanks for listening to today's podcast. Stay in by the wall.
Bye, 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 bye.